Good afternoon, students. You know that from last lecture we have started the next chapter in the grammar section, that is voice. We have discussed the use of voice and what voice is. Voice is that form of verb which shows whether subject does something or something is done. You know that we have made two types of voice, active voice and passive voice. In active voice, subject does something, subject, it is also called doer or actor. Subject does something in active voice, and in passive voice something is done. In active voice, actor is important, whereas in passive voice action is important, and we have discussed all these things with the examples, correct? Now we have written there active forms of verbs and passive forms of verbs with the tense. In simple present tense you will find there is V1 oblique V5 active form, and its passive form is am oblique is oblique r plus V3. In present continuous tense, the active form of verb is am oblique is oblique r plus V4, and passive form is am oblique is oblique r plus being plus V3. Present perfect tense, the active form is have oblique has plus V3, and passive form is have oblique has plus been plus V3, correct? In past tense, simple past tense, the active form is V2 and its passive form was oblique were plus V3. Past continuous tense, you have written the active form was oblique were plus V4 and passive form was oblique were plus being plus V3, correct? Past perfect tense, its active form is had plus V3 and passive form is had plus been plus V3. In future tense, there is the simple future, its active form is shall oblique will plus V1 and its passive form is shall oblique will plus B plus V3. Then future perfect tense, its active shall oblique will plus have plus V3 and passive shall oblique will plus have plus been plus V3. All these active forms, passive forms with tense you have to keep in your mind, correct? While solving the examples we have to take the help of that active forms and passive forms, correct? Now the remain part, there are some modal auxiliaries. What are the modal auxiliaries? See here, modal auxiliary verbs. In the modal auxiliary verbs, can is a modal auxiliary, can plus V1 is the active form and can plus B plus V3, this is passive form of verb. Then next modal auxiliary, could plus V1, this is active form, could plus B plus V3, this is passive form, may plus V1 active form, may plus B plus V3 passive form is there, might plus V1, this is active form of verb, might plus B plus V3, this is passive form. Next, should plus V1, this is active form of verb, should plus B plus V3, this is passive form. Would plus V1 is active form and would plus B plus V3, this is passive form, right? Must plus V1 is a active form must plus be plus V3. This is passive form. Some modal auxiliaries are written here. You will notice that after each and every modal auxiliary there is V1, correct? And in passive form, after each and every modal auxiliary we have placed B as a V1, because the rule is that after modal auxiliary there should be V1. After modal auxiliary there is B and then V3. V3 shows passive form. Can plus B plus V3, this is passive structure. Could plus B plus V3 is a passive form of verb, correct? Now we have to turn towards the examples, and how can examples be solved from active voice into passive voice or from passive voice into active voice, correct? See here, now we have to cover the board, and our title is change the following into passive voice. At first we are going to change examples into passive voice. There will be the example of active voice, and we have to change that active example into passive voice, correct? The title must be there. The title is change the following into passive voice. Change the following into passive voice, right? See here, we are going to take the first example of active voice. The example is Rahul sings a song, full stop. Rahul sings a song. This is the example given here, and the instruction is we have to change this into passive voice. There will be the instruction, only change the voice. That time what should we do? We have to find out some contents from this example. At first we have to find out subject, okay? Then we have to find out verb. After subject there is verb, okay? Then we have to find out tense, then its voice, and then object in the example. These things we have to find out at first from the given sentence. The first we have to find out subject, okay? While finding the subject we have to ask the question with who to the main verb. Who sings a song? This is the question. Who sings a song? And its answer is Rahul sings a song. Okay, when there is the answer with this question, that time the answer is Rahul, and Rahul is a subject. Who sings a song? Answer is Rahul, and Rahul is a subject. While finding the subject from the example, we have to ask question with who to the main verb. So Rahul is a subject. Now sings, this is the verb. This is yes form. It is a simple present tense. Yes form is given, and this is simple present tense, correct? Then we have to find out voice. Is this active form of verb or passive form of verb? Yes, you can understand. V5 is given in the active form of verb, so this is active voice, correct? Sings is a active form of verb. Then object. We have to find out object. While finding the object, we have to ask a question with what to the main verb. What does Rahul sing? And question mark. What does Rahul sing? Its answer is a song, and a song is a object. So in the given example, a song is a object, correct? We have found out subject, then verb, then its tense simple present, its voice is active voice, and object is written here. Now we have to change this given example into passive voice. While changing in passive voice, what should we do? We have to follow some rules here. The first rule is that we are going to change this example into passive voice, right? Okay. Here, while changing in passive voice, we should not change the meaning of sentence. We should not change the structure of this sentence. This is assertive sentence. Okay, our answer will be in assertive sentence. Correct. Then tense should not be changed, but just we have to make the change in importance. Okay, here in this active voice, subject is important, but in passive voice, we have to provide importance to the action. So the first rule is that we have to place the object at first. We are going to provide the importance to the verb. So we have to place object at first. Object is a song. A must be capital because you know that each and every sentence begins with capital letter in English. A song is the object placed here as a subject. Correct? This is accusative case, but this accusative case changed into nominative case. Here this a song is a common noun. That same common noun is placed at first on the nominative case. Correct? Okay. Now this active form should be changed into passive form. What is the passive form of simple present tense? Am oblique is oblique R plus V3, right? A song is a singular subject, so after this singular subject we should place is, then V3 of this sing. V3 of this sing is sung. Is sung is the passive form of verb. V5 is active form and is sung is a passive form. Simple present tense used in these both examples. A song is sung. Now what is remain? Rahul. This subject is remain. This subject should be placed in the accusative case, but before it we have to use by, and then the same proper noun should be placed here. Proper noun. Okay, each and every proper noun begins with capital letter. So this is the answer. A song is sung by Rahul. This is passive voice. Correct? What we have done, we have placed the object at first in the case of subject, then this active form is changed into passive form, right? And then while putting subject at the end in accusative case, we have used by as a preposition, and we have changed this active sentence into passive. Now the next example. Birds eat grains. See here. Find out where is the subject. Where is the subject? Who eats grains? This is the question. Its answer is birds. Right? This is subject. Eat is a V1. After plural subject there is V1. This is simple present tense. Birds eat. Simple present tense is given. Okay, its active voice is there. V1 is used here, so this is active voice. And grains is a object. What do birds eat? This is the question. What do birds eat? And its answer is grains. So grains is a object. Now we should change this sentence into passive voice. While changing in passive voice, we have to place the object at first. Grains, G must be capital. There is the beginning with sentence. Grains is placed at first on the nominative case. Then this V1 should be changed into passive form. Its passive form is M oblique is oblique R plus V3. Grains is the plural subject, so R should be placed, and V3 of this eat is a eaten, and last by and then birds. Correct? This grains, common noun placed at first in nominative case, grains. Then eat is a V1, simple present tense. Its passive form is M oblique is oblique R plus V3. Okay, grains carry R, then V3 of this eat, eaten, and by should be used as a preposition, and then we have to place subject of active voice at the end of passive voice in accusative case. Correct? We have taken these examples. I think you will well understand this. If you have some queries about these examples and about the taught portion, you can ask directly, or you can mention on our WhatsApp group. Right? We have to stop here. Thank you very much.